Centurions Team 2 players are already leaked, some of them at least, and we gotta go check them out in this video today. And also, we got some DDA drama that we need to go and look at and talk about because it was making the rounds today on Twitter, and we'll discuss it all, talk about the market too, of course. And yeah, thank you for watching. Let's begin. If you guys want to buy coins, you can go to mmoxp.com. The link is in the description. Use my code JFC at checkout for a 5% discount. We got Centurions Crafting Upgrade Completionist, and the rewards are 15,000 coin packs all the way up until 40, then it's a rare Electrum players pack, up until 70, then it's an 83 times 3 pack, same at 80, then 90 is 84 times 2, and 100 is 80 times 10 plus a 100k pack for the group reward. So it's not like it used to be where I think last year earlier on it was like 30 or 50 times to do it to get like the full rewards. This time it is 100, so that means that with the requirement being 11 common gold players to put into the SBC, that means you need to put in 1,100 common gold players to get this. So 1,100 common gold players, say you bought from scratch, which of course nobody's doing, but I'm sure if you're completing this fully, you're going to be putting in a lot of tradable players at least, definitely. So opportunity cost speaking, it's about 500 to 600k to do all of this. Please, whatever you do, do not go out and spend on common golds to complete this for 100,000 coin pack, untradeable, and you're putting in a shit ton of coins. Please do not do this. This is not worth it. I guess it's kind of a cool benefit or bonus to people who are already going to grind these out a million times, but like, this is not worth it to do if you are just going to be somebody who wants to complete them for fun. Please stay away because that is a ridiculous amount to do. We also got showdowns, which is kind of cool. For the first time this year, we got Mikhailo Mudryk as a showdown, and Jesus Christ, what is this fucking menu, man? The card's not loading, and I'm sure I'm glitched right now, aren't I? Oh no, I'm not, thank God. Let's see if it loads this time. It did, nice. Well, the card didn't, but at least I'm not glitched. Mudryk, 4-star, 4-star, 5/9, high, medium. It's a fine card. +2s will be really nice on Mudryk. He's about 150,000 coins from scratch, which isn't the worst price ever, but you know, he's got technical, which is great. Quick step is great too, but I think for sure the better option is going to be Kulusevski. Reason being, I think it's just a better card in general, honestly. Plus, he's probably more likely to get a +2. 4-star, 4-star, 6/1, a solid all-around card. Kulusevski always gets a solid card at the start of the year. This also is one of those. And +2s are kind of likely. He's got finesse shot also, relentless, and flare. It's not bad. This one's about 120k, I think, is Kulusevski. He's just 186 rated squad. Not the worst ever. So this one's actually kind of okay to do. I think if you are a Spurs fan or Chelsea fan, for sure, I'd go and do it, honestly. So first, let's take a look at this week in Ultimate Team, tweeted by EA themselves because they don't know how to stop leaks. So they said, fuck it, let's do it ourselves. Showdown SBCs, Squad Foundations SBCs, and Objectives. We already got the showdowns today. Centurions and Centurions Icon SBC players. So we have Nemanja Vidic leaked as a Centurions Icon. He's still yet to come. New Moments, Dynamic Duo SBC players. Looks like we'll get another Dynamic Duo. So, okay. Eredivisie and La Liga Player of the Month, which is rumored to be Jude Bellingham. It is not confirmed yet. There's a couple Twitter accounts that I wouldn't say are like tier 1 guys that are saying it's Jude Bellingham. So I'm going to wait for like a tier 1 guy, but as of right now, it looks like it probably will be Jude Bellingham. And also upgrade SBC and live Ultimate Team friendly because your game modes are hot fucking ass. So they're advertising a game mode coming in to say, hey, there's something else coming because we know you don't want to play this shit. Ollie Watkins is coming as an SBC during the Centurions promo as well. Probably will be a pretty good SBC. It's Premier League, good links, hyped up player. Probably going to make him pretty expensive, but also a pretty good card. We've got Leka or Letza or Litza coming as an SBC. Ligue 1 links or French links in your team. I don't mind goalkeeper SBCs too much as long as they're not too often, because I do think, you know, there was a point last year where goalkeepers just never came out ever. So I think we should see some goalkeepers, even though I know they're not going to be super hyped up or completed a bunch, obviously, but I want there to be a selection. We got Aitana Bonmati coming out as a Centurions Team 2 player this Friday. Just won the Women's Ballon d'Or, I believe. And this card in game is sick. Okay, if you've not used her yet, or Putellas, of course, Patrick Guijarro as well. The 3 Barcelona midfielders are all good, and Bonmati's crazy. And with that, I don't know if we're going to see any Ballon d'Or cards. I don't know, because this year EA actually had the license to the legitimate Ballon d'Or. Before, it was like UEFA Men's Best Player Award and career modes and that kind of thing. This year, it's literally the Ballon d'Or that's licensed in the game. So will we see any cards revolving around that? I don't know. We just saw Messi win it. Could see a Bonmati card, but you know, if this was in January, I'd say it's more likely because it's, you know, team of the year time. It's a little further into the year. Because it's in October, beginning of November right now, I don't think they're going to release anything for it, which is a shame because it's such a huge license to have. To then not give us anything for would suck, but I can almost guarantee you that we're not going to get anything like an SBC for it. Maybe we'll see something random that is pretty much meaningless for it, but not an SBC like this, because obviously these stats are an exaggeration, but like even a crazy Messi SBC or crazy Bomati SBC, I don't think they want to do that, to be honest. We also got another big Centurions Team 2 player leak, that is Jamal Musiala, who's very good in this game, by the way, with technical plus, so hopefully he keeps that playstyle plus and they give him something else even, or make his weak foot better, something like that. We'll see, but Musiala is very good in this game. He's going to be in Team 2. You'll never pack him. He'll be too expensive. Should we even get hyped? That's the real question. Probably not. And here is the Liga Player of the Month, Jude Bellingham, 1 Player of the Month. Expect his SBC soon. This is not like a tier 1 person, so I'm not going to say 1,000,000% guaranteed, but I think it's very likely, and you know, these stats would be what it would look like, and it would be a ridiculous SBC, so it would be nice to see Jude Bellingham in there because his gold card, honestly, super underrated. Let's be real. I don't mean underrated as in, oh, it's really good. I mean underrated as in they literally rated it too low. Like, it's so low rated. Like, I know his in-games are pretty good, but like, you know, when you see this card, you're like, man, this could be a little bit better, right? And I know it's hindsight because he's had such a good start to the year, but still, he's a little bit lower rated than maybe he should be. All right, let's get into this because this is a whole can of worms today. FUT Champs game changes difficulty from world class to semi-pro. So this picture in-game, it's actually happened to me once when I was playing career mode, and this popped up in the top right. It says difficulty changed to world class, difficulty changed to semi-pro, right? So what this is supposed to be is in offline game modes, you start off on sort of like dynamic difficulty in a sense. You can start off on like beginner, amateur, and EA can sort of determine what difficulty you should be playing on depending on how good you're doing in the game. So they can change difficulty up or down in the game depending on how you're doing, right? So it's for beginners and people learning how to play the game. But what's popped up on FUT Champs recently is this: difficulty change to world class, difficulty change to semi-pro, etc. You can see here there's like YouTube footage of proof of this happening, and I believe because I've seen it on Reddit and other places. So people are saying, you know, this is basically confirmation of things changing in the middle of a game, or DDA, or whatever you want to call it. And the thing is here, I'm actually not going to get into this right now because I'm making a video literally as we speak about DDA. I'm going to add a few parts onto it now that we've got this whole situation as well. But there's a lot of beef on Twitter, not beef, but like, you know, respectful disagreements here. So Nick 2018 started talking about it. He tweeted the same picture out, and then FIFA U Team, who kind of tweets leaks, is, you know, is kind of popular on Twitter, says it's always existed, not exactly a secret. We've explained this and even provided evidence a few years ago, which that did not happen, by the way. I don't know if that's broken English or what, but they did not provide evidence. You know, the Penthes says you provided evidence, and then the FIFA U Team says we've been working on it for a long time, aiming to release a precise article. So they're working on it, I suppose, which I understand wanting to wait and get, you know, all the evidence needed. But until then, you can't really say you have evidence until the article gets released. But anyway, the Penthes was like, you know, very much on the side of he does not believe it really exists. He was going back and forth a lot with people here, you know, talking about if stated publicly it doesn't exist in online modes. And there was this whole back and forth between Nep and other YouTubers out there. I'll scroll down so you can read the thread if you want to. Basically, Nep saying he doesn't believe it's a thing. Other people saying it is a thing. I'm going to get into all of this stuff in the video. And it will be out within the week because this is such a hot topic right now and I want to talk about it. I like talking about it. So subscribe if you're new to not miss this ugly mug in your sub box on a daily basis. Now, the market is not looking great still. It's rebounded a teeny bit from yesterday, though. Like, Neymar was about 250, 245 at his lowest. He's 263 right now. Car heroes like Gavu, Park Ji-sung rebounding a little bit back up again. If you want to buy your team right now, say you sold, you know, for the crash and you've been waiting to buy your team, I still do think that now is not the worst time ever if you want to try and, you know, get those division rivals wins or whatever. Basically, I don't expect the market to move too much really until we get towards the next promo after Centurions. I still think we're going to see the market stay mostly the same, maybe go up a teeny bit all the way up until the next promo because we are waiting for Black Friday. It's going to be soon where YouTubers and other people out there are going to start saying, hey, Black Friday is coming, and the panic begins. And once that panic starts, you got to be out of your damn team because you're going to be massively regretting that, because that's the time of the year where we do see Varane go to 20K. We see Koundé go to 40K. You know, that's when we see that, and that's only, you know, 3 weeks away, 2.5 weeks away ish. And the pre-crash obviously happens probably 2 weeks away, right? You're probably seeing the pre-crash probably going to be about a week and a half, 2 weeks away, because we have a triple threat promo leaked as well, by the way, which don't forget that promos already been leaked. So triple threat is going to be a thing. And then we'll probably see the Black Friday promo. That's my guess. So I think the market will be fine until really about a week from now. And then it's going to be the downturn again. At the beginning of the year, the market just goes down a lot for the gold cards. Now, heroes and icons and these new Centurions cards will probably be fine for the most part. Really, at Black Friday, they'll take a hit, but not really until then. And these cards could even go up after they go out of packs, especially as the ways this market is just high as is right now in terms of the really, really high up cards. If you can afford one of these cards, I don't expect the price to move too much for a little while at least. And it might even get even higher if this market continues with the trend we've been seeing where the high-end stuff just is going to be going to the moon for, you know, the foreseeable future. What do you guys think of this, by the way? Nick28T here says, please release showdowns as player picks, EA. Make the community choose between the two players. Makes the showdowns more fun because people's teams will be much more varied if they can only pick one player from the game. That way, maybe we can get 2 sets of showdowns per release. Do you agree with this? Do you want it to be a player pick and like kind of a gamble on who is going to win? I kind of like the fact you can do both. At the same time, there is kind of a risk reward factor to having, you know, showdowns be a player pick. That's kind of an interesting debate because it used to be player picks, right? You used to have it so that you only could pick one player. Now it's not like that. What do you think about that? And what do you all think about DDA, scripting, momentum, whatever you want to call it? You know, what are your opinions on it? You think it exists? You think it doesn't exist? You know, I want to hear what you guys have to say because I want to hear what you guys have to say, especially after seeing this visual bug that is exactly what people kind of worry or think could be a thing. You know, it literally pops up in game. What do you think? Is it a visual bug? Is it not? Let me know. Thank you for watching. Love you all. Next video over soon. Push.